You've probably seen it, a horse standing in a field, completely still, weight shifted to one side, one hind leg cocked and resting on the toe, lower lip hanging loose, eyes half closed. It looks like it's dozing, because it is. It's sleeping, standing up in full daylight, without a care in the world. Horses do this for the majority of their rest. They don't need to lie down to sleep, or at least not for most of it. And the reason why involves a piece of anatomy so elegantly engineered that it still stops researchers cold when they describe it. To understand it, you first need to understand the problem the horse had to solve across tens of millions of years. A horse is prey. It has been prey since before the current form of the continent existed. And in a world full of animals that want to eat it, lying down is one of the most dangerous decisions a large animal can make. A horse lying down cannot see predators approaching from most directions. It cannot run immediately. Getting up from the ground takes critical seconds that, in the open, can mean the difference between escape and being caught. So the horse evolved a solution. Not to need less sleep, it needs roughly the same total rest as most large mammals, but to take the majority of that rest without ever lowering itself to the ground, without ever surrendering the ability to run. The mechanism is called the stay apparatus. It's a system of interlocking tendons, ligaments and bones in the horse's legs that can lock the major joints, the knee and hock, in place without any muscular effort. When the stay apparatus engages, the horse's full body weight is transferred through these locked passive structures directly into the bones and down into the ground. The muscles that would otherwise be needed to maintain the posture are released completely. The horse is essentially suspended from its own skeleton, standing without working to stand. It costs the horse almost nothing, less energy to stand this way than it would take to get down and back up again. The animal is resting without lying down, alert without being active, present without being awake. A sound, a shift in the wind, a distant branch breaking, and the stay apparatus releases instantly. The horse is upright and moving within a fraction of a second. It went from asleep to running without ever going through the step of standing up. This is one of the most elegant prey animal survival systems ever documented in biology. Rest deeply enough to function, but never surrender the ability to flee. Stay on your feet, and you are never more than a single heartbeat away from running at full speed. The stay apparatus makes that possible. But there's a problem built into this system, a fundamental biological constraint that the stay apparatus, for all its elegance, cannot solve. Because standing sleep, the drowsy, half-conscious rest that the locked joints make possible, is not all the sleep a horse actually needs to survive. Like almost every mammal studied, horses require REM sleep, rapid eye movement sleep, the deep restorative phase where the brain consolidates memory, repairs neural pathways, and does the maintenance work that lighter sleep cannot. REM sleep requires full muscle atonia, a complete relaxation of the body's large muscle groups. The brain needs the body to be genuinely still, genuinely down, genuinely unable to respond to stimuli. A horse cannot achieve REM sleep standing up. If a horse is deprived of the ability to lie down, it will develop REM sleep deprivation, and eventually it will begin to collapse. Horses deprived of lying down sleep have been documented literally falling asleep, standing and toppling sideways before catching themselves. So the horse has to lie down every day for a brief window, typically between 15 minutes and 2 hours. Often in the early morning when predator activity is lowest, it has to get all the way down. And lying down for a horse is the moment of maximum vulnerability it has ever experienced. On the ground, vision is restricted. Getting up is slow, several critical seconds in which a predator can close the distance. For those minutes of deep sleep, everything the stay apparatus was built to prevent becomes temporarily, unavoidably true. Which means lying down requires a condition the stay apparatus cannot provide, and no amount of mechanical engineering can manufacture. Not a structural solution, not a biological lock, not a reflex, a social one. The horse needs someone it trusts to be awake while it isn't. In the wild, horses in a herd take turns lying down. While some sleep, others stand watch, alert, upright, ready to sound the alarm. The lying horse trusts the standing ones to be watching. Without that trust, it cannot sleep deeply. Domestic horses carry this same requirement. It didn't leave with domestication. A horse kept in isolation, without other horses and without any trusted presence nearby, will frequently resist lying down, even when it desperately needs deep sleep. It will push past exhaustion, standing and swaying, running on incomplete rest, rather than submit to the vulnerability of the ground. Because the horse's nervous system is running a calculation that has been hardwired across 50 million years of evolutionary pressure, if no one I trust is nearby and awake, the cost of being fully unconscious is too high. The risk outweighs the rest. I will stand until I cannot. But when a horse does trust you, when you have built that relationship over time, through calm presence, through consistent behavior, through becoming something it recognizes as safe, something remarkable happens. The horse lies down beside you, not because it's tired in a way standing sleep couldn't address. It could always sleep standing, but because in your presence it has made a calculation that took months or years of consistent experience to arrive at. You are watching. You are part of the safety system. And so it can finally rest the part of itself that the stay apparatus can never reach. When a horse lies down in your presence, it is not performing affection. It is making a survival calculation. It has decided that you are part of its safety system, that you are, in the terms its nervous system understands, one of the herd. That is not a small thing. A prey animal with 50 million years of evolutionary fear embedded in every reflex, an animal whose entire body is a machine built to detect threat and run, has placed its survival in your hands, not as a metaphor, literally. While it sleeps deeply on the ground beside you, you are its eyes. You are standing the watch. It cannot stand for itself. The stay apparatus is a remarkable piece of engineering, one of the most precise passive mechanical systems found in any large animal. But the horse's full sleep system reveals something the engineering alone never could, that safety, for a deeply social animal, is never only a mechanical problem. It is, at its core, a relational one. The body can solve most of it. The rest requires trust. The next time you see a horse standing in a field with its eyes half closed and one leg cocked, stop for a moment. That animal is running a system refined over 50 million years of not being caught. A piece of mechanical genius, invisible, constant, working every second it stands. And if a horse ever lies down near you, just stay still. Don't move toward it. Don't try to interact with it. Just stand watch. It has decided, after whatever time it took to reach that conclusion, that you are worth trusting with the most vulnerable thing it can offer. For an animal built by evolution to be afraid and to stay afraid, that is not nothing. It might be everything it has to give. If this changed how you see the next horse you pass standing in a field, or the next one you see lying down, subscribe. We keep pulling apart the hidden systems behind the wild. The wild mind is everywhere around us. Keep looking. I'll see you next time.